like me, I realized I can take a lot of physical pain.
Yeah, because
Shit, no,
you used to that burning when you pee. But
no, that's emotional. Like, I love the why she did this to me.
Don't fall off, please. Just don't fall off. Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like, they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Welcome everybody in the studio today. We have Mace.
Really?
Bro, I can't get over the all white, man. Okay, so this might be stereotypical, but I feel like brothers are really the only ones that try to pull off the all white. Like, I guess you don't really see like white all white parties, right?
You really don't. It's usually black people to do it.
Yeah, and they always got silver or fucking white gold chains on.
I'm trying to make my video debut.
Like, I'm telling you, man. Every time I think of brothers in Miami, it's just all white. That's all I think about.
Oh, Miami's different. They wear like shorts and dress shoes with some type of button up.
Yeah, but if you like when you saw like the VMAs and anybody that was coming from like Florida or from Miami, like Lil Jon, Ludacris, when they were all together, they was always in all white.
Having the white tees and jeans and sneakers.
What's the attraction to an all white outfit?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it just looks clean. I mean, this ain't something I wear on a normal basis, but
I know you looking extra Cadbury at the moment. Everybody knows what the Cadbury bunny is.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? My face is clean. I'm sexy. You know what I'm saying? I look good, smell good. I'm cool.
Well, with that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, if you stare intently into Chris's screen, you might find yourself, mesmerized a little bit.
Hold on, first
bit
off,
of a hypnosis, which might lead into the movie we watching this week.
Yeah, they get drowned by all the sexy going on. It's a whole lot of sexy going on the screen.
Nah, bro. Don't. You can't. You're not allowed to call yourself sexy.
I can call myself whatever I want to call myself.
No, you're not allowed to, bro. It don't count. It's like calling yourself tough. You can't call yourself tough. Everyone else got to call you tough. Right? That's a rule, right?
I mean, I guess so, but you can call yourself sexy.
No, because if a girl comes up to you, be like, "Yeah, I'm sexy," I'd be like, "No, you're not."
No, she is, but yeah, you're damn right. If she ain't, then okay.
Oh no, like, you don't sound sexy.
I bet. Look, don't lose that confidence.
I'm like, you unique. That's what you are. You're unique.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, you might be sexy, but them toes, yeah, holding on for dear life.
Hey, I don't know whose toes you're talking about, but that's not cool. Leave toes out of this.
You could slice a sirloin steak with them motherfuckers.
Oh man.
Oh,
right off the cuff.
So hypnosis. That's kind of that's the theme of today's episode because of the movie you selected.
Indeed.
Well, okay, I've been having trouble. Is the movie Hypnotic? Hypnosis? Like, what was it called?
Hypnotic.
Was it called Hypnotic?
Yeah, Hypnotic. Yeah.
Sure. You sure you're not thinking about the drink?
Oh, Peacock. Nah. I want that soft ass shit.
Hennessy and Hypnotic, that Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
If you're from the early 2000s, you know exactly.
Yeah, everybody knew who that was. But no, it's called Hypnotic on Peacock.
Okay, yeah, it was actually in theaters. Real quick. It wasn't in there long. So I remember once I started looking at the credits, I realized, I actually had heard of that movie before.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's what do you think of the movie?
I actually liked it, but I gotta be real with you. I think this was one of Ben Affleck's worst acting jobs.
But is it his fault?
Why do you always say that? He's doing acting, so whose fault is it?
Okay, at some point, okay, so the reason why I had heard of this movie before is because it's a Robert Rodriguez movie. And for those who don't know, Robert Rodriguez, he made Sin City. He made what was it, Death Proof? I think it was Death Proof. I think his was Death Proof. He made like the Spy Kids movies.
Okay.
And like shit like that. Like,
I thought Death Proof was Quentin Tarantino. Unless I'm thinking of something different.
There was Death Proof, and there was the other one, Planet Terror. He did Planet Terror.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, you know how when you watch it, you had to watch both of them together.
Yeah.
But like he's got a specific style to his movies.
Hmm.
So sometimes the acting in a movie might seem a little off, but because it's this director's style, that's kind of what he goes for. So that's why when I'm watching, I don't know if it's, you know, necessarily Affleck's fault or the direction he was given.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a huge Ben Affleck fan, but the movies I've seen him do, he's done a pretty good job. You know what
So
I'm saying?
what would you say is Ben Affleck's best acting job in a movie?
His best acting job?
Yeah. Or your favorite acting job he's done in a movie.
There's a one that came out once maybe early 2000s. I think it was Paycheck or something like that.
Oh, the John Woo movie with Uma Thurman?
Yeah.
We had to go back in time and try to figure out
Yeah.
all the shit going on. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean,
they thought Ben Affleck was gonna be like the next action star or some shit.
well, I don't know about next action star, but I mean, as far as the movie, he was good in that. He was good in was it Trading Places or something with
Trading
Sam
Place.
Jackson?
Trading Places is fucking that's fucking that's Richard Pryor, bro.
What the fuck? Oh shit.
Trading Places?
It's something with him and Sam Jackson.
Is that no, it's the one with Sam Jackson. Is it the no? I'm thinking Lakeview Terrace. That ain't it.
No. In this one, I think Sam Jackson's character is trying to like get his kids or get custody of his kids or something, and he runs into an altercation with Ben Affleck, who I think is a lawyer. And like throughout the whole movie, they're just trying to fuck each other up secretly.
It's not. That's not. Oh, okay, that's not because Lakeview Terrace is the one where Sam Jackson they live on the cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
He's fucking with his neighbor.
yeah, that's something totally different.
Yeah,
But
no,
either way, I thought he was good in that movie. I mean, even the early movies with him and DiCaprio and
like Basketball Diaries.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
He was good in that. I mean, he's never really done a bad acting job. So watching this, I mean, he still wasn't bad, but some scenes are just like, what was that? You know what I'm saying?
I thought some scenes he was just like, "Hey man, we need you to just look confused." Like,
Oh
I
man.
liked him in The Town.
Oh yeah, he was
He
definitely good in
was
the
my
time.
shit. Like
Yeah.
that's yeah, because when you think of like hood white people,
Mhm.
that's to me that's like hood white people,
Yeah.
not trailer park white people, like hood white people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's awesome.
I like Ben Affleck as an actor just because
Mhm.
like I mean, there's a lot of most of the movies I've seen him in. I know that like I'm gonna at least be entertained. I don't know if I'm gonna like. It's not gonna be something I might revisit, but more
Mhm.
often than not, I usually like will revisit the movies. Have you ever seen Gone Girl?
Yeah.
That shit is
That one fucked my whole head up for like 4 days, man.
yeah, because that shit does happen.
Yeah.
You know, you see
That
something like that, and it sounds so far fetched because it's in a movie, but nah, there's bitches out there like that.
that chick ruined his life because he got caught cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Got caught cheating and went through hell and high water. He was brain fucked like a motherfucker in that movie. Shit, I was too. I was like, man, fuck this shit.
You was
I'm staying
watching that
single
shit,
forever.
you was going back through your life like, huh? Did any of this shit happen to me?
For real. Man.
Uh, See, that's why I ain't never had to deal with that because my ass ain't had much, you know, of a sex life in my life. I ain't gonna worry about it.
I would not put the information out there.
Who cares? I'm 40 years old. I don't give a fuck. I'm 40 years old,
Your son,
5'6" and
you,
Asian.
just like the 40-year-old virgin.
Look, I mean, I'm 5'6" and Asian. I ain't got shit to fucking fight over.
Oh God.
You get what you get with me.
Oh
What I
shit.
lack in experience, I can make up for in the kitchen.
I was gonna say that. Oh man.
Sure. Speaking of kitchens, man, what you doing today?
Let's see how it's this bright early Saturday morning. I did a pretty decent workout. I got one of my buzz balls.
Okay. You're
Though
15% alcohol, but
yeah, pretty much, but the water will dilute it. And as crazy as it sounds, I'm about to hit you with a doozy.
okay.
Either I'm gonna drink one of these, both
Mhm.
of these, or none of these, because I'm really not in the mood. How crazy does that sound?
What? Oh my goodness. Chris is
Yeah.
not in the mood for Jack. I have to turn around and apologize to the jacket.
I'm really, yeah, my bad, homie. But it's just one of them days, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Chris.
Shit, I really need to move for this damn coffee drink, but you know,
You don't need to.
well, should I,
It's not a requirement to have a drink on the podcast.
It's not. That's what we do.
I get
And
it. Just
and
because
it's
we do it, don't mean we need to do it. Is what I'm saying. You could, I mean, you could do V8s and
but let
whatever.
me ask you a stupid ass question. Just because you got a girl, does that mean you don't gotta have sex?
What's up?
Listen, just because you got a girl doesn't mean you gotta have sex. 'Cause that's what you just sound like right now.
No, what I'm saying is, if you have a girl, it's not a requirement that like I need to have sex at every moment of the day because
Well,
you know
not a
what it is.
requirement, but you do want to do it.
Yeah, you do, but that don't mean it's not like a fucking. It's not like you sitting there like, oh, if I don't have it now, I ain't gonna have it for 6 months.
Unless you get locked
Don't
up
feel
somewhere.
it's like that.
Unless you going somewhere.
That's like going fishing with just one worm. I mean, like, hey man, you gotta be judicious. You gotta wait till you have all them all them bass in front of you.
Oh my god.
I'm literally my table is literally just a replica of our last episode. I got
Okay,
my iron smoke.
there we go.
I need to stop sipping on this because I want some here when you come here.
Unless we find it in when we go back home.
Yeah, but here's the thing. See, this is batch number 10,
Yeah,
11, something 22. So it's not
mm,
gonna taste the same.
I got you. I mean, is it only in Florida?
I have no idea, honestly. I have to look for it. I'm gonna have to look for it when we get back home.
Cool.
Matter of fact, when we back home for the game, I got my brother. I told my brothers, "Hey, Chris is on strict regulation.
I mean,
So, do
I
we have any non-alcoholic options?" He said, "I got the perfect thing."
okay.
So we'll,
Maybe
my
maybe
brother.
this will be one time he actually stands up on his 2 feet for me versus trying to
No, no,
challenge me.
no. This is Sarin. It's not
Oh,
Saran.
okay. Oh, no, okay.
Saran might talk shit because you drinking it.
Tell Sarath don't play with me.
I don't. No.
He played with me last time. It had his got dunked in the bathtub.
I still got one of my favorite pictures that I have in my camera roll. It looks like a scene from fucking Rush Hour, but it's from my parents' 40th anniversary party, and you teaching them.
Oh man.
I look at that picture and I was like, man, this is his life encompassed in the picture right now. Just
Hell yeah.
you don't know how to do shit, so you got to ask someone more experienced to teach you.
Man.
And then
This
I
dude.
got the Asahi Bowl Sour Power Move.
Oh, it's the same one. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I tell you, I was at that little bar near my place, and they had these on not on tap, but they just had them there, and I liked it, so I bought a full of 4-pack.
Hmm.
It's not a
Okay.
hypnotic, but it works.
There we go. Well, you never know. Shit, I might have you see some shit later.
Who knows? Who knows? I am going to see some haunted houses, so we'll see. Matter of fact, depending on what time we get back from the Big E, I think there's a haunted attraction somewhere near 16 Acres, like in Palmer.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's open yet. I don't know how late it's open, but it's supposed to be good, like Dimension 13 or some shit like that.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm gonna look it up because if it is, man, we might have to make a little trek.
Figure out we get up there.
Yep. All right. Cheers.
Yeah, here we go. I should have grabbed some water. Left it in the
You
kitchen.
literally just said you didn't know if you was gonna drink one.
I didn't know. I didn't say whether I was or I wasn't. I said I didn't know.
I thought you was gonna start off with the buzz ball.
Hey, that's it here.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Look at you, man. All white, little buzz ball in a stemless wine glass.
Look, I'm a new person these days. You know what I'm saying?
Next thing you know, you're going to the Kentucky
Don't
Derby.
you say a fucking word.
No more crackhead, Chris.
Oh man.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, cheers. Happy Saturday, homie.
Yes, sir. Woo.
There we go.
All right. So, are you familiar with Robert Rodriguez movies?
I am
I know
not.
I've just spit off a bunch, but are there
I
movies
mean,
that like you kind of search out?
honestly, I didn't even know the movies he did, but I'm actually a big fan of Sin City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did,
So
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, you've seen Sin City. I'm sure you've seen fucking like the Spy Kids movies. I'm sure you've seen like
actually, I didn't see Spy
Desperado.
Kids.
Hey,
Okay,
bro, how come on?
no, he did. I seen Desperado. I
Yeah,
had it on the other night.
yeah, he did Desperado.
Okay.
So he's got like a real, like a varied, fucking category or catalog of movies. Like, you ever seen Battle Angel,
I did.
Alita Battle Angel? Yeah, he
Hmm.
directed that too.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I found out it was a Rodriguez, a lot of it made sense because the cast list.
Hmm.
This is a good cast for this movie,
Okay.
and that's one of the things. I was watching this movie, I'm like, because it's almost like one of those movies that where you're like, hey man, like you're still a high level actor. What you doing in this movie?
Yeah,
That's
him
what
and
it felt like.
the villain in the movie. I don't. What was his name?
William Fichtner.
Okay,
I
there you
think
go.
Fincher.
Gotcha.
He was that dude at the beginning of Dark Knight that got blown away by the Joker.
Yeah, he was in that. I know he was in the longest yard as
Yeah, he's a quarterback.
um yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in quite a few. He was in, even in Armageddon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's been around for like decades.
Yeah. Hmm.
You ever see those actors or actresses where they're like, you don't realize it, like you don't realize how much you recognize them because you see them all the time, but then when you start looking at their movies, you realize, man, that motherfucker's been around like forever, and he's been
For
in a
yeah.
lot of movies that I like. You know, that's like the dude. What's his name? Fuck, it's man. You seen The Social Network, right?
Yes.
It's the guy that played Mark Zuckerberg's lawyer.
I don't remember him.
If you see him, you'd be like, yo, I've seen him in a whole bunch of other movies.
Hmm.
Or like the dude that played fucking Boromir and fucking in Lord of the Rings, Sean Bean.
Boromir. Who the fuck is Boromir?
Boromir, you don't know who Boromir is in Lord of the Rings? He's
I
the
know
one that
Lord.
tries to take the ring from Frodo and gets killed.
I thought, oh, okay. I got you. Got you. In the very first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He was in like he was in that. He was in Equilibrium. He's in
Hmm.
like he's everywhere. All these different movies and shit like that. But you don't realize how often you see them until you start looking at all the different movies they're in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
So I guess we'll get. Did you like the movie?
That's a hard question to answer.
Why is this
Yeah,
hard?
okay. No, I like the idea. I like the ideas behind the movie.
Hmm.
Execution wise, I don't know. I don't know if I like the execution.
Okay.
And this is why, because Robert Rodriguez is really known for like um working off limited budgets. He's got his own
Okay.
studio. He's got his own studio in Texas. So he does a
Hmm.
lot of whenever it's green screen stuff, he does a lot of it in his own studio. He does a lot of his own editing on the movies.
Hmm.
He'll do the soundtracks. Um
So,
he likes to handle a lot of the stuff in there. So, usually when you see his movies, they all have a specific feel to them.
mhm,
And I just feel like this movie might have benefited from a larger budget.
mm. I mean, with that being said, the movie was based out of Texas, and it looked like they were at a studio.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
even where what happened.
yeah. Well, that's the thing, because I get it. He has this movie, cause I mean, not a movie. It's this book that he wrote, but basically, uh, because Desperado is it's a trilogy.
Hmm.
Starts off as El Mariachi, and then
Okay,
Desperado, and then Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
gotcha.
And El Mariachi was his first movie. He shot it when he was like in high school or college. He
Hmm.
took $7,000 and went to Mexico and shot that movie.
Mm,
And so, because is used to doing stuff like that's how he works.
gotcha.
And I think this movie, it needed a little more production value for me to really believe in what the story they're trying to tell.
Okay. Okay, so you said more production value. I actually thought the movie itself was fine. It was just certain scenes that Ben Affleck was doing. Like I even felt like he was wondering what he's doing in this movie. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
'Cause
like a lot of the actors and actresses are in this movie because they want to work with Robert Rodriguez.
I mean, because well, even all the other actors and actresses that were in the movie, I thought they did a good job, whatever their role was. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The two older couple at the end of the movie. I don't know. That hit me by surprise.
But it looked like they
But
just learned to pick up a gun that day.
oh man,
But when she looked down at her and she was like, just smiled at her, I was like, what
yeah.
kind of death is that?
The
Literally
scene
got
that did it,
turned off.
the scene that did it for me is when Ben Affleck is talking to the girl.
Mhm.
I want to say it's supposed to be in the jail cell or something like that.
Yeah.
And Nix comes back and he has to handcuff him. It looked like a whole like samurai fight scene.
Oh,
Trying to
like
put
when it was trying to be almost like a horror thing, he's trying to fight his way out the cuff.
I was
Here's the
like, okay,
okay, so here's the thing that made, and then this is very nitpicky, but there's
yeah,
a scene where he's walking through like it was like a parking garage or like an apartment building, whatever.
okay,
He's trying to catch the main bad guy. So he's looking around. He goes, "Oh, I don't know where he's at, whatever." And then behind him, you see him run across the screen.
oh
And he
yeah,
turns around and runs after him. And I was
from
like,
garage.
"Man, didn't anybody teach these motherfuckers how to run?" It's all like upright and shit. There was like,
Shit, motherfucker's old as hell. He's like, I
right?
gotta run. He's like, I gotta run where?
It looked
How
like how they
fast?
draw when they draw Homer Simpson running. That's what it looked like.
Oh man.
But no, so by production, I mean like some of the stuff is like it's very complex, like theories behind what they were trying to do.
Mhm.
And to me, in order to sell that kind of stuff, it needs to look real. But
Mm.
I can't. Okay, let me give a sip on this before
Sip your tea.
I can't believe in this hidden government group, whatever they were.
Mhm.
I can't believe that there's some high level, super classified group that is hidden away. If they're all dressed like fucking valet fucking parkers, they all got just
Yeah, yeah,
red
yeah.
blazers on.
I was trying to figure it out too. Like what's with the red blazer? Like,
Exactly.
oh, okay.
So something like when I see that, I'm like, man, it looked like somebody said they need uniforms.
Unless red is easy to hypnotize, or I don't know. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say.
Yeah, maybe, but it look like they just bought a fucking bunch of red coats off the back of a fucking truck and was like,
I
"Hey,
was
man, these are your costumes."
I was gonna say they went to the Hilton Hotel and said, hey, we need to borrow your uniforms real quick.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, man, you let us borrow these. We'll do a weekend of valet work for you.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, look like they work at the movie theater or some shit. But it was little things like that.
Okay, but now you'll be thinking deeper because when I just said that, red is a high intensity color. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
That's why it's on stop signs. And I mean, yeah, red actually that might be what they was trying to pull off. Like,
I get it. I get the
mm,
idea behind the color.
okay.
I'm saying the execution. They look like just cheap coats that they got at Burlington Coat Factory. Like it didn't look like a government agency,
Okay.
is what I mean. It didn't look like this, hidden government like that got money, whatever. It looked like they just said we need uniforms.
Mhm.
What can we do to have these people dress alike?
Mm.
Matter of fact, this one time I was in Tampa, right? And look at this because this looked like uniforms.
Okay, I'm listening.
I was in Tampa and I was driving to Channelside. Channelside is down this spot down in like downtown Tampa.
Mhm.
And driving by, and as I was driving, I was going through the hood, and I went down this one street. It's like off Nebraska Ave or some shit.
Okay.
Go down this one street, and there was like a VFW hall over there, right? And it looked like a party was going on. I'm driving by the party, and you can tell this is a hood party just by the ruffians that are hanging out around outside.
The ruffians. Okay.
And
All
now
right.
the reason why I bring this up because there was about 50 people hanging out outside this place, and I swear to God, every single one of them had a brand new white tee on.
Uh, is the white tea bothering you?
No, I'm just saying, there's a reason why when I used to go to Tully's, they'd be like, "Hey, man, you can't have just all white tees."
I mean, because back in the day, of course, that was like, which I know sounds stupid, but the certified gangster look. You know what I'm saying?
A white tee?
A white tee and some, yeah,
Why is that a certified gangster look?
like back in the day.
Everybody knows the reason why a person's wearing a white tee is not because it's like signifying anything, it's because it's cheap. You can go buy a brand new one and it's gonna look nice.
I mean, if it's brand new and it's clean, you know, five what 5 for
5 for 20?
$20 at the gas station.
Yeah, 5 for 20 at Foot Locker.
Hell yeah,
But like, I'm saying, but like that's like why does that signify a thug look? I'm
because
not
that's what they showed in the videos back in the day.
no.
If it wasn't a white tee, it was a jersey.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, but why is that? If I wore a fucking LeBron James jersey, no one would think, hey man, he's trying to be a thug. They'd be, oh, he likes LeBron.
Because it's not in the media no more. It's
Oh,
not. What's look, you got rappers nowadays wearing rainbow colors.
Yeah, I know. Rainbow
You know,
hair,
yeah.
all that shit.
So yeah, so yeah, that was just the image it showed back in the day.
So if I
Eh,
showed up with like a RuPaul wig, they'd be like, "Oh, that's a thug right there, right?
nigga beg
Watch out for
slay,
him."
nigga beg slay.
Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wives.
Oh man.
Okay, so the idea behind the movie was uh Ben Affleck was like a police officer,
Hmm.
and they're trying to catch. They had like a bank robbery or something going on, and
Yep.
they was trying to catch this guy who looked like he was using like hypnosis to control the people around him in order to rob these banks. But he was only going after one specific like safety deposit box.
Hmm.
That was it. So when I saw that, I was like, man, this is really like complex, maybe for no reason.
Hmm. Um, no, 'cause I actually appreciate the complexity of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, it kept my mind going, like just trying to see where it's going to go, everything else, and then once it all comes out and you understand that he's under some type of spell or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And even going through the whole because they tell in my opinion they told the story good. He's a detective, lost his daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, apparently they found a dude, and the dude was like, I don't even know what happened or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Didn't that
And,
dude look? He look guilty as fuck.
yeah, hell yeah,
Everybody running around having fun, playing baseball, whatever. This motherfucker sweating, just like I'm like,
yeah.
man, I'd be like, yo, get that motherfucker away from the kids.
At a fucking park, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the way the story was being told and unfolded was making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? They got bank robberies going on, but they only keep hitting a certain deposit box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so now as a viewer, I'm like, well, what's with the deposit box? So it all comes out at the end, of course. Ben Affleck set himself up, obviously, to hide his daughter. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I mean, the buildup of it to me was great. You know
Look,
what I'm saying?
listen. The story was excellent. I love the story.
Hmm.
Execution is what I have an issue with because, and this is what was fucking me up. It literally until maybe about halfway through the movie, I couldn't get past this. All right.
Hmm.
Every time someone got hypnotized, it was this. That's all it did. All it did was look at the motherfucker and just say some shit. Like to me, if I'm watching it,
Hmm.
I'm like, whoa, what did he do to hypnotize him? He ain't use a watch. He ain't do no fucking no gang fucking hand signs or some shit.
Yeah.
He just looked at them and said, "Hey, it's hot out."
But at the end of the
Professor
movie,
X.
but at the end of the movie, you find out they're all working together because they want what Ben Affleck has.
I get it. I get like this story wise, it makes sense. But I'm
Hmm.
saying if I'm watching it like all he did was just go. He didn't do nothing. So how am I supposed to? It to me, it makes it look like they just try to make something. It almost like try to give him a superpower without giving him a superpower.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay.
that's all it is. It's like that's why I said like production value. I think they needed to do a little more to make it look like, hey, these guys are doing some shit to these people.
Hmm.
Even if he just touched her on the fucking forehead, it was, hey, it's hot out. Boom. He
True.
just looked at it. He goes, you're real hot right now. And then walked away. She goes, oh, shit. I got to walk. Let
They
me
told the
take
show.
off this fucking shirt
They
and
told the
get
show
hit by this
everybody
bus.
off. She didn't get by the bus,
No, it's the
or did
bus
she?
stop.
Okay, gotcha.
But it just like, I couldn't, in my head when I was watching it, I couldn't believe that that guy was actually doing anything. Mainly, I think maybe because it took so long for me to figure out like, or for them to say like what was actually going on.
Hmm.
He would just look at people, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know. He would look at me like, you know, to tell the girl to go get the fucking safety deposit box, but he just
Yeah.
looks at her and then says it, and then she goes. It's like
I mean, because
when I watch, I'm like, come on, man.
okay, okay, I get all that, but you're missing the ending of the movie of how it all comes out.
No, because I'm not talking about the story. I'm just talking about the execution of the story.
Okay, okay,
I'm just
gotcha.
talking about how they did it to get how they did. It's like if you watching a race. I know if it's like
Mhm.
if you're watching a movie and you're like, okay, this is this rich guy, but
Mhm.
every time he shows up, he's got like obvious he's wearing South Pole and not Gucci.
Okay.
You'd be like, come on, man. If you want me to believe he's this rich guy, at least dress him up in rich clothes. And that's what I mean. If you want me to believe that this guy is hypnotizing these people, you got to do something on camera
Mhm.
that makes me go, oh, he's doing something to them, and not just going, let me stare intently and not blink.
Look, it's the same way when you. I mean,
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want to say. I don't
Is
want
that
to
how
say.
you woo your women?
I guess the same way you talk to a woman.
Hell
You
no.
gotta
If
look
you
at.
don't blink, look, if you try to talk to a girl, you don't blink. She's like, get
You got.
this cyborg away from me.
You got. You got to look in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull them. You got to pull them into you. You know what I mean?
Hell no, you look, you look like dinner.
Half of them want to be dinner shit.
I'm gonna stare at you like I stare at a thigh.
Nah, because sometimes that shit.
I don't know. I think I stare at chicken thighs better than I stare at women. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, when I was on Facebook, and I know you've seen it. When I was on Facebook years ago, and I'm opening that bottle of champagne, and I know you know the picture I'm talking about. My homeboy from the military was like, "Hey, ladies, find your man that stares at you the way this man stares at champagne."
Yeah, listen.
The
All I can
stare is
say,
the stare is important. The stare
people
is
that,
important.
like the audience, y'all who are listening and watching, y'all don't understand the reference, but the guy on the other side of the camera does. And all I'm gonna say is, find you a man that stares at you the same way Chris stares at a turkey leg. That's all I'm saying. Because Chris knows the
Look.
picture.
Oh,
He knows exactly what I'm talking about. I
I
almost fought my niece over that
I
mother.
was waiting. I knew she was gonna finish it. I was waiting for the drop it. Like, hey, as soon as she says I'm done with this, I am on it. You know what I'm saying?
What are you, a golden retriever? Like, just drop some.
Hey, I told you this on your birthday. I'm a dog, and I got two friends that love dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal. I'm crazy, but I'm gonna rock with you to the end. You know what I'm saying?
And all he needs is just scraps. But no, okay, so and that my only that's my biggest issue with this movie, and it's not necessarily with the story, because the story was good. I actually liked the story that they were telling, and I like the complexity of it. But because I felt like the budget was low,
Mhm.
like there's this thing when you're doing movies, when you're writing stories, where they say don't tell the audience, show the audience.
Mhm.
And I felt
Mhm.
like in this movie there was a lot of telling the audience, like
Okay.
when when Ben Affleck and the girl were walking around, I was like, oh, her job is just to explain the story, because literally everything she was talking about, she was just explaining what was going on.
Yeah.
And instead of walking around and explaining to me what's going on, have some shit happen that shows me what you're trying to say.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? If
I'm
you
gonna be
catch
an
my drift.
I'm gonna be an asshole for a minute.
No, okay, so no. So I'm gonna give you an example. All right.
Okay.
If you want me to believe that someone is an amazing cook, don't sit there and have them go, oh yeah, I'm an amazing cook, I won all these awards. Show me the motherfucker cutting some fucking celery.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is see that. I'm like, oh, he knows what he's doing in the kitchen. And
But
that's
cut
what
some
I'm
celery.
talking about.
Shit. Even cut some celery. Cut that shit with a razor blade.
I don't know.
How you gonna
Yeah, I
cook
seen your
celery?
celery. Them motherfuckers look like cubes.
Hey, it don't know how it tastes. That's the real question. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? You ain't got no knife skills, bro.
Oh,
You're
I
a little
got
more Puerto Rican in you.
yeah, I got plenty of knife skills. Maybe not for cooking, but I got plenty of knife skills. Oh man,
Chris don't use utensils. He uses his 5 fingers, rips
that's
everything apart.
that's all you need.
You
That's
would
all
you
you
would have
need.
thought Chris was Indian, eating the way he eats.
Oh yeah, it's in my blood somewhere.
Oh,
We oh
West Indian.
well.
You
I was gonna
Dominican,
say
right? West
we all
Indian.
from Pine Point. Hey, I was raised in Indian Orchard. That's just that's just tell you
Yes,
something.
it is Indian enough.
Hey, actually, all jokes aside, though, when I went to my family reunion years ago, like this, yeah, Cherokee, North Carolina, that's my bloodline. I don't know how much of it I got in my system, maybe like 2%, but yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's just the cheeks.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
All right. So all right. So
It's in the hair.
all right. So what'd you think about the girl? Because the girl that was in this movie, I
That's
forget her name, but she was the one that she was in like I Am Legend. She's in a lot. She's another one of those people that when you don't when you pay attention, you realize, oh, she's in a bunch of shit.
okay.
She was in like some drug movie or show or something like that.
I know I've seen it before. You're talking about Ben Affleck's wife or whatever in the movie, right?
Yeah, but she was in I Am Legend. She was the girl that shows up to the house with Will Smith. She's got
Okay.
the kid with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, this is why I'm gonna be an asshole for a minute, because she is of the Spanish descent. Am I right?
Yes.
Did did Ben Affleck just get back with Jennifer Lopez?
It was a
And look,
requirement.
I feel like they was trying to mix his personal life with TV because, of course, they was together years ago,
Yeah.
and things went left for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And now they're back together.
Yeah.
And in the movie, he's like, "I got to bring you back home because of what you did to me all those years ago."
You're like, I think he ad libbed that shit.
Hell yeah, Jennifer, I love you and I miss you. Oh
All right,
man,
so let's get deep for a second.
what you got?
Do you think there are actual government agencies? You've got your history with government agencies and the military and shit like that. Do you think there's government agencies and groups out there that are doing the type of research that like a group like that is doing?
I wouldn't doubt it. Um, as we talked on our last episode, even let's think about food for a minute. There's so much going on behind the scenes that we know nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt if there is some type of government agency or because one thing I realized about people in power, they want more power. That's the only
Yeah.
thing they want,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
more power. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And
So they could,
they're gonna try to get it however they can, and they don't care who they use as pawns.
hmm and sometimes even about the money, they just want control
Yeah.
because the money comes with control.
But what do you think that is? Like, I mean, at some point when you have enough money, I feel like the money isn't a factor anymore.
hmm
So do you do it because you get a thrill out of what you can make other people do?
Yeah, it's control. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like being at a strip club and you can sit there and toss 100, toss 200,
mhm,
and a girl might do something. But the more money you toss, you can make them do pretty much whatever you want.
yeah.
I mean, I guess that's the allure of a strip club. I don't know. I don't really give a shit about strip clubs. So, oh, you
Not,
do, but you ain't got the
not,
money, so you be throwing
not,
like Monopoly money and shit.
I got a jar of pennies. Like, hey, baby, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? But
Why you look like you just got hit by a hail? Chris Brown was at the club last night.
man, but even think about this. I mean, let's look at animals for instance. People think it's so cool when they have, especially a massive animal
Mhm.
that they can make sit down, roll over, go this way, swim that way, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's some control right there. You know what I mean?
Is that why rappers always have fish tanks with sharks? That's that Scarface shit. I got a fish tank with some piranhas
N-
and sharks.
Honestly, I think that's just trying to show off what you can do. Because Mike Tyson had a whole fucking tiger.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they told stories about him like play with my cat. And I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? That's your tiger, not mine. It's still a fucking beast.
yeah. That's a
You know what I'm
wild
saying?
fucking animal, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, when you break it down on that level to like I said, the human nature, everything else, say people that want control or want power, that's all they want is more. You know what I'm saying? If they can be a puppeteer to everything around them,
Yeah.
who's a puppeteer to you? Who do you answer to? You know what I'm saying?
Could
And
you
that,
ever could you ever see yourself in that position?
nah,
Being a puppeteer of people?
nah,
Why?
it's not my style. Because if I can control you, then you never be rode me.
So you value a person's character
Definitely,
over what they can do necessarily.
definitely. Like even if you're a shitty ass person, if I know you're a shitty ass person, then I know how to respond to you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
About
saying?
that. I thought you said I didn't know how to control you.
No, it's like you are who you are. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I was watching this video a couple weeks ago or whatever, talking about the less you try to control somebody, the more you'll get from them, unless you're just a shitty ass person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree with that.
Because people are who we are who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But if you rocking with that person or whatever case is, if you let them be truly genuinely themselves and they know you're letting them be who they are versus trying to control what they want to do. I mean, I hate to say it, but they're like a dog. They're gonna be loyal to you no matter what. This is why my dog is better than yours. Like I keep telling you.
I'm telling you, your dog ain't better than mine, bro. Your dog, if this was school, your dog would have got left back like 4 times and shit because it keeps fighting and don't know where to pee.
Nah. Once we got it
Yeah,
established under control, she has free reign. Just don't shit in my house. I don't give a damn.
your dog belongs in the class that's disconnected in the modulars outside the back.
What was that? The bad kids class or whatever.
I was in the bad kids class. I don't know how the hell I got there.
How the fuck was you in there?
Yeah, when I was in Kennedy, sixth and
What you?
seventh grade.
Hold on, what did you do?
6th and 7th grade, I was in the mods, which is the class out in the back. So everybody in school, everybody in the building,
Yeah.
they actually got to go from science class to math class to whatever. Man, we just had our one classroom and our teacher taught us all of it.
You know why? He was Asian.
I'll tell you, I think it's because I was like foreign.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Dude, one of the teachers in there, after every pay-per-view, she would come in on Monday, but like, oh yeah, Survivor Series was last night. Yeah, let's watch. She would take it.
You was in the reject class.
Bro, it was. Bro. I remember one time we went to someone went into the bathroom like, ew, someone left a piece of meat on the toilet. Nah, that's not a piece of meat, bro.
Damn.
That's a tampon. This is somebody's just
No. Seriously?
Yeah. I don't know why people thought it was a piece of meat. They ain't never seen.
Nah, hell no.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the mods. I don't know how.
But like I said, answer the question. What did you do to get there?
I don't know. But the thing is, so when I graduated, when I was 8th grade, when I graduated, I got so many goddamn awards and certificates that like my vice principal was like, man, Sarath, just stay up here. Like, literally, I was walking off the stage. He goes, yo, just stay up here, man. Because they keep calling your fucking name.
So this is from somebody that witnessed somebody keeping a samurai sword in their trunk that was pretty damn sharp. Where'd you go to school with?
Listen, I didn't bring none of that shit to school.
Using those classes for a reason. What you do? Walking in the first day and chop teacher's ear off?
Bro, I must have walked in, but like, oh, sir, so you my teacher, huh?
Does it get him out of here?
I'm gonna fight you for control of this class.
For real.
No, I don't know why I was in that class. But, yeah, so I feel like you said, there's a lot of hidden government agencies out there doing things with the intention of getting the upper hand. Upper hand on who or what, I don't know. But there's definitely secret government agencies that are working on things for the simple fact of when shit goes down, we need some secret weapons.
Okay.
What do you think, if you being creative, if you were the government right now, what's a government policy or agency you'd put together specifically like for the future? For example, like would you be putting together Skynet and developing Terminators?
No. If I could base it off of a movie?
No, not a movie, just actual real life.
But no, I'm saying with me, if I could base it off of a movie, the closest thing that I think would be like an elite soldier or
a universal soldier?
Or not universal. Elite, like, can do a bunch of shit that most people can't. G.I. Joe. Super suits.
Yeah, okay.
Because look, I'm not even trying to be funny or racist on this shit. If we go to war with China and get to hand-to-hand combat, we're losing. Hand-to-hand combat, we're losing. I don't give a fuck.
No, just go do China versus Brooklyn and see what happens.
We're fucking losing. Look, I've seen the way your species of people train. That's probably the wrong word to say. But look, hand to hand, I don't care. Look, I love a good fight when it's got to happen. But no, those motherfuckers kick you 6 times before you even got hit once. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nation. We got like maybe 10% people that practice martial arts in the States. We're not gonna win.
Yeah, we got like 5 good people.
We got Michael Jai White and fucking
Michael Jai White, Joe Rogan, and like That's about
Shit.
it. Everyone
Pretty
else, everyone else will just go back to their country. But like, no, no, we belong to them.
Yeah, for
We
real.
are fighting. If we are fighting in the Olympics, shit.
Man,
Motherfucker, America would end up sending like fucking Hulk Hogan and shit. Send the
shit.
Rock. Maybe
That don't mean they can fight. Shit.
I know they're like, oh, maybe he'll just talk shit to them and make them back down.
Okay, talk shit a different language. They don't care about the shit.
I don't know if I was developing a government product agency or whatever for the future, I'd definitely mind control.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of mind control where like, like in Harry Potter, the fucking the I think it's the Imperio curse, where you can like do something and then you got control over that motherfucker. Like you can make them do whatever you need them to do. Basically like this movie,
Mm-hmm.
but something like that the person actually has to take or ingest, not me just using my fucking staring and making the motherfucker do some shit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I didn't like about this movie. It felt cheap. It was a really good story,
Mm-hmm.
really complex story, but it just felt cheap.
I felt like especially with I felt like it could have been a different version of Inception.
Yes. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Right? I think they were trying to go that Inception route where like do you think one thing's going on, then all of a sudden it flips it on its head and another thing's going on, but then it flips it on its head. But it was just so cheap that it made it go, oh really?
Mm.
Like that's it. Like that's what took me out. Is like this thing needed another. I'm sorry to say, it probably needed another $80 million to give you the production value that it needed in order to make it a very like in-depth, like believable movie.
Mm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It looked like if Inception was made on the Sci-Fi Channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like it just. And I love low budget movies. Those are some of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite. Like fucking Goodwill Hunting,
Mm-hmm.
fucking
Well, Good Will Hunting is a whole different level of movie, though. That
yeah, but
speech that Robin Williams gives is it's up there with a lot of speeches in other movies.
speaking of speeches, I
Mm-hmm.
rewatched Air yesterday, and that speech when he's
Mm.
selling Jordan on the shoe,
Yeah.
god damn, it's so fucking good.
Mm. The speech that one's good. The Son of a Woman. If you ever seen it with Al Pacino playing the blind colonel,
Nah, I ain't never seen Sunday Woman.
the speech he gives in that movie is fucking great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but Good Will Hunting, like I said, there's certain movies that just have either like low budget, whatever the case may be. That's how you know good acting. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
So okay, so what was your issue with Ben Affleck's acting then?
it looked like he just wasn't into it. Like they paid him up for it. It was like, okay, no act. He was like, oh shit, it's in my money, it's in my account already. Huh,
I
okay,
think
cool.
no, I honestly because of the cast that's in it, because it's a very good cast.
Mhm.
Because of the cast, they were like, oh, okay, I got this really complex, thought-provoking script here, and it's being directed by Robert Rodriguez. Fuck yeah, I want to hop into this shit because it's gonna be a fucking good movie. And then the motherfucker stepped on set and was like, "This is what we doing?"
Excuse me.
And
Yeah,
that's what like okay. And then that's just like, oh shit, okay, that's not as it's not this big production like I thought it was gonna be.
yeah.
It's like trying to make X-Men, but you only have like you got a motherfucker with gloves and 3 knives taped to it instead of the fucking shit shooting out. You'd be like, really? Okay. That's what
Three steak knives
yeah, yeah.
came from the dollar store. Yeah, just put some duct tape on it, clear ones. You know what I'm saying? Man, I
But
will
yeah,
ask you this though. There's a quote that he says in the movie that I thought was really, really interesting. He said, "Pain keeps the mind alive." How do you feel about that?
I can agree with that.
Okay.
All right, because I think pain is that thing that like, if you're not feeling pain, you can become dull to life.
Hmm. Hmm.
Right?
Okay. Keep going.
So in a sense that like pain is that thing that like it's almost like that fucking bungee cord pulling you back. You know, you can
Hmm.
feel yourself floating away towards whatever is there, and something just yanks you back to reality. Pain to me does that because like you can be fucking skateboarding and doing
Hmm.
some shit, and you're on top of the world. You feel like nothing's gonna happen, and the minute you scrape your knee, you're like, oh shit, this is fucking dangerous. Like
Hmm.
I gotta I gotta at least assess the danger before I step on this again.
Okay. So with that being said, what do you think about people that just don't feel much pain no more?
I think people who don't feel much pain anymore.
Because pain is like it's guaranteed to happen. Like you're gonna feel something.
Yeah.
But then
I,
you can have somebody that gets cut by a paper cut, and they're like, it hurts. The paper cut actually really does hurt.
man, paper
And like,
cuts
what?
hurt worse than, man. I'd rather
Yeah,
a paper cut than fucking
uh,
dislocate my fucking toe.
yeah, paper cuts actually really hurt. But then you got people that are just, oh, just paper cut, keep on going.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about people that are immune to it?
Okay, so first of all, I think first of all, there are definitely outliers. There's people out there, it
Mm,
just biologically, maybe they don't have as many like, nerve endings or pain sensors. So like they don't register pain like everyone else. Those
mm,
are just those are superheroes. Don't think about those people. And in a sense that like they're one out of a million. Not
okay.
necessarily one out of a million, but they're not every day. But for the people, the everyday average person who's become numb to pain,
Hmm.
I think they've just been conditioned to the point where that pain feels like the norm.
Okay.
And to me, that's not fucking good because I don't think as a human, you should be conditioned to expect pain all the time.
Nah, I mean, okay, that's actually a cold saying. You shouldn't be conditioned to expect pain all the time.
Yep.
But if that's what you're used to, what you've been used to, see,
Hmm.
the way I think about it, there's three different levels of pain, or three
Yeah.
different versions of pain:
Hmm.
physical, mental, emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like me, I realized I can take a lot of physical pain.
Yeah, because
Shit, no, shit.
because you used to that burning when you pee, but
No, that's emotional. Like I love the why she do this to me.
just don't fall off, please. Just don't fall off.
Oh God.
Every time you run, you feel like you feel like you carrying the torch to the Olympics.
Oh man.
Because okay,
But,
so the physical,
yeah,
emotional, and
but
what was
yeah, but because like I said, for me, I know I can take a lot of physical pain.
mhm,
This shit doesn't phase me anymore, but I know the shit that I had to live through. The most worst pain that I can speak of for myself
mhm.
is emotional.
Oh yeah,
Mental pain,
definitely.
mental, I can deal with that.
Mhm.
Physical, that doesn't phase me. Emotional pain, like that's where if you want to hurt me there.
Yeah,
Especially if I'm invested in you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That should leave me on the ground crying.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when he said in the movie, pain keeps the mind alive, like which level of it? Which version of it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you feel like life will give you pain in stages? Because you never, like it's like history is doomed until you learn from it. History is doomed to repeat itself. So
Okay.
if you take something into your life and it causes you pain, and then you don't learn from it, chances are the next time you feel that same pain, it
Mm,
comes back more intense and
okay.
more intense again until you fucking learn your lesson. And I think that's what life does is it is like, hey man, like you need to learn from this shit and grow past it. Because if you're not, it's gonna keep fucking coming back.
Mm.
You know? I don't know how that necessarily applies to the movie, but I think just life in general, it's one of
I
those
mean,
things where it's like, if you want to save yourself a lot of pain, and I'm
mhm,
not really one to speak on this, but if you want to save yourself a lot of pain, you need to really, once you feel that pain, you really need to like analyze it and figure out why it's there, what caused it, and is that something you want to experience again? Because I'm a
mm,
full believer in sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. Like
okay.
that that the option of having pain into your life, whatever you're trying to accomplish, is worth that risk of feeling that pain.
Mm. So it's like doing something knowing that it can have a painful outcome
Yeah.
and hoping that it doesn't. But if it does, whatever you did was worth it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, and this is a very rudimentary example, but it's like trying to learn how to do a backflip.
Okay.
You don't know how to do a backflip, you might land on your head a couple times. But if you really want to learn, you're gonna keep trying. And once you hit that backflip, now you know how to do it. That
Hmm.
pain that you experienced to get to that point was worth it.
Mm.
You know?
Okay. I can see that.
I think some people get a dose of pain and it turns them off to that experience. Now,
Mm.
whether that experience was for them, who knows? Because we will never find out because, the pain was greater than their need to want to experience whatever it was.
Mm. You know what? I guess that's how people become great because ain't nothing guaranteed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
you look at athletes or artists or whatever people that were great at their craft,
yeah,
and they always talk about they went through a lot of pain. Like nobody sees the painful years they went through,
yeah,
or the late nights, early mornings, whatever it was that they do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
All they see is the greatness at the end. Like,
yeah.
Kobe Bryant was the man. He could do this, that, whatever. But you didn't see Kobe Bryant practicing for 12 hours a day to get
Yeah,
to that
by
level.
himself.
You
Yeah,
know
by
what I'm
himself,
saying?
making that jump shot automatic.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So I gotta take a piss, but this
All right.
it's been a couple episodes since I actually had to take a piss during the episode. So do me that solid. But what I'm saying is, tell the audience: do you have an example in your life of something where the pain was worth the experience, where the experience was worth the pain?
The experience is worth the pain. Holy shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
so
think.
I gotta take a piss. So you tell them.
The figures. Let's see. Do I have a story about an experience that's worth the pain? In my opinion, ain't no experience ever worth the pain. Who wants to feel pain? Shit. No matter what it is. Um, this is gonna be a cheap ass story, I guess. But even with me riding motorcycles, I grew up riding dirt bikes and all kind of stuff. And I broke a few bones, scraped my knees and elbows and all that good stuff and everything. But as I got older and I started going from dirt bikes to motorcycles, the more money I put into what I wanted to get, the less pain I want to feel because I invested more into it. It wasn't a dirt bike. It wasn't a cool couple $1,000s to go jump over a house and everything. This is a more couple $1,000s that is mine. So not only did I not want to hit the ground anymore, because obviously the pain hurts, I don't want to mess up what I just invested into. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but the pain, I guess going through the pain early on makes you realize if you want to deal with it again or if you just want to do it differently. Because you never really stop what you want to do. You just figure out a better way to do it.
I have no idea what experience you're talking about, but it sounded good.
Oh, I use a simple experience of riding dirt bikes and motorcycles.
So for me, I could use something like very relatable like that, but I'm gonna be a little vulnerable right now. To me,
Okay.
it's falling in love.
See, I ain't want to go that route. That's why I changed it. But keep going.
Yeah, well, because you don't fall in love, you fall in lust. Last time you fell in love is when you walked into Popeyes.
Nah, I fell in love on Tuesday when I got them tacos.
Man, the last time I fell in love with some food was Jollibee, bruh. That fried chicken was. Man, I should pack some and bring it to fucking Massachusetts for you.
Hey, if it'll stay fresh enough, sure.
Yeah, man, fresh ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Come on, I know some stuff that ain't fresh that you eat.
It all depends.
Expiration date
You know,
was
it all.
fucking decades ago. Oh, shit.
Oh shit! You said decades ago. Is it still juicy? Fuck it, I don't care.
It got amoebas and fucking soap scum on that shit.
Oh man.
No, all right. So to me, I am a big believer in you gotta. I'm a big believer in loving hard. If you
Okay.
love something, love it hard, love it unconditionally.
Hmm.
But in doing so, you leave yourself open to having your heart severely fucking broken.
Indeed.
And I've had that happen a couple of times in my life.
Hmm.
And after you have your heart broken, you just sit there and be like, man, do I really should I put myself through that shit again? Like, is it worth it to put myself out there like that, without knowing what the outcome can be?
Yeah.
But I feel like you get what you give. And if I
Mm.
want great love, I got to give great love. But if
Mm.
I'm going to give great love, like true great love, then I got to be open to the idea of having my heart fucking like demolished.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna come with a price,
Yeah.
and you're hoping that the price is great. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Not hoping that it's gonna backfire and you're in debt versus being on top.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's one of those risks that like it's a good, to me, it's a good bet. If you truly feel like this person was meant to be in your life, then it's a good bet. And if it goes sour, it goes sour. But you can't lose sight of whatever you learned or whatever you've gotten out of it. Because
Indeed.
I know a lot of people who, when things go bad, they just focus on everything that happened that made it go bad. And they forget
Mm,
all those fucking good moments that they had with that person. Like
yeah.
those good moments should make you realize that life is worth fucking living.
Mm,
You know?
yeah. I mean, and that goes back to what I said. Pain keeps the mind alive because, like you just said about relationships, when they go south or they go sour, all you think about is what made it go sour. You forget about everything that made it good. You know what I'm
Why do
saying?
why do people focus on what made it go sour? Is it because, to me, I feel like they focus on it because in their mind they're like, oh, I could have did that differently. I could have had a hand in making it better.
Mm,
But was it supposed to get better? Or was it meant to go in that direction because the universe is telling you you haven't learned from this yet?
mm, hmm,
You
okay.
know? I'm a big believer in that. Like, especially with like relationships. Sometimes you'll feel like you got your heart broken and it's the worst thing in the world. And then that next time you have your heart broken, it feels 10 times worse. Maybe because there's a lesson that you need to learn that you didn't learn that first time around, and you were redoing it again in this next relationship.
Well, one thing I learned when it comes to love in general, which I know is the easiest shit in the world,
Mhm.
but people don't do it, is just loving unconditionally. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Don't love with standards. Don't love with expectations. Don't love with something to get out of it. If
Yeah.
you love something, you just love it. And I know we keep going back to like dogs and everything, but look at your dog. No matter what you do, how long you're gone, whatever the case may be, that motherfucker still is happy to see you walk in the house.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you can leave the house to go throw away the trash.
Yeah.
Come walking in and he's running up to you like you've been gone forever.
Hmm.
You know?
So it's like, and I think that's why when you see people focus on the pain more, because you never expected to feel pain. They think about if you walked in and your dog just gave you the cold shoulder.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
granny said dog, but you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck I did to you?
I know.
For the last 10 years, we've been cool. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna look at him like, well, fuck you too then. Let me go fire this grill up and see what the fuck happens.
see what I mean? He go like, I knew this day was coming.
I know. Yeah, but I knew
Man,
you wasn't really my daddy.
for real. But yeah, just if you know you love genuinely in yourself,
Mhm.
then if something does go left or go sour, whatever the case may be, it may hurt, but when you analyze yourself, you be like, you know what? I did my job.
Yeah.
And they gotta live with that guilt.
All right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
so taking that into the movie, Ben Affleck's character, he used his love for his daughter.
Hmm.
It was so great that he chose to hide her from his own wife.
Hmm.
And they instituted this big plan because they realized that their love for their daughter wouldn't let them subject her to whatever they were going through.
Hmm.
Which was that group or whatever that they were involved in. They're like, she's too great of a person, too powerful for us to want her to have to be used as a pawn in whatever games they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and like, what lengths would you go to save your child? Okay, so John Connor, Sarah Connor, Terminator.
Hmm.
What lengths would you go to make sure your child didn't experience what you knew was coming for them, i.e., being used as a tool for other people's uh, control?
Yeah. Um, Especially being a child, as far as you can go, any length that's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Would you have
Because
sex with Andre the Giant if that meant saving your child?
what?
Yeah, yeah.
What
15
the fuck
minutes.
kind of question is that?
15 minutes.
I'm not.
Motel 6. No, fuck
What?
Motel 6. That's
No,
too good. Howard Johnson.
first of all, this Andre the fucking Giant. Like the name itself, Andre the Giant. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This this, this dude had fucking bull dicks for fingers. You know what I'm saying?
They look like a thigh.
Oh my god. Uh,
Yeah,
no,
he's
I'm- How would you? How'd you go there?
I'm just
And
saying. I'm
was
saying.
it?
What you said you'll go to great lengths to save your child.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of something like in fucking Star Trek, we had to kill a whole damn city.
Oh, see, that involves physical strength. That involves
But he had to,
I need to approach this thing that might kill me, and I got to give it all I got to save my child. But there's other forms of pain coming your way. What if saving your child meant vulnerability? What if it meant backing that ass up and just and just spreading them?
Andre the Giant.
Incredible Hulk was like.
Uh,
You just looked at your ass,
yeah.
Hulk smash. You'd be like, all right, take one for my daughter.
I can't. No, hell no. No, no, no.
Right now, your shit is green, man. You ain't got no fucking infections?
Oh my god. Hell, oh shit. The shit you think of. Hell no.
I don't know,
No.
bro. I don't know what goes through my brain, bro.
No. Oh, you ever seen the Brothers Grimsby?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Every time when his brother got shot in the nuts, he was like, and he just suck it out. He was like, "What do you want on your tombstone?" He's like, "Suck my balls." He was like, "What fuck?" Yeah.
Would you?
No.
If you had to save your family member in order to save your if you instead of you getting bit in the finger, if that rattlesnake bit you in like the left testicle, and the only way to save you was your brother, sucking the poison out, would you be like, yo, man, you need to get to work? Or would you be like, yo, just tell mama I love her?
I don't even want to answer this question. I don't want to answer it because I told you when you're dying, a whole lot of shit goes through your mind, and the main thing is just how do I stay alive?
Yeah.
How do I stay alive?
I'm milking that testicle like it's fucking Bessie, bro. Squeezing the motherfucker. I'm like, if I leave this thing with one testicle, so be it.
Oh man. Oh god, that's so terrible. Because I can't answer the question because I don't want to, but from experience, when you find yourself some shit, you're gonna do whatever's necessary to get out of there.
You're like, hey man, take the strawberry spray. It'll help.
Oh man, terrible.
Uh,
Oh gosh.
uh, but no, okay. So the ending of the movie, right?
Okay.
We find out that it was actually a whole plan between Ben Affleck and his wife in order to save their daughter. They knew she wasn't ready to put her powers to use in order to take out these people. So they hit her with, fucking just random hillbilly family, whatever. I don't know who they was. They said they was someone's parents.
He said they were you, which I thought was kind of weird. It was like an older. I thought it was like an older version of Ben Affleck or something.
I don't know.
But
I don't know if it was an older version of them or if it was like someone's foster people. I don't know. But again, it's one of those things where it's got these complex ideas, but the execution wasn't the best. So it made it,
okay.
it made it more convoluted and like, confusing.
Yeah.
But in that moment, this is one of my big issues with the movie. They have that big reveal where that whole fucking cabin, whatever it is, that whole setup was being controlled by the daughter.
Yeah.
She was, whatever. She made everybody shoot each other. She made them all kill each other, do whatever. And it was, to me, it was so complex and confusing. And they realized, hey, the audience might not be able to follow this shit. So then they had Ben Affleck for 5 minutes just kind of explain what just happened. And I was like, and then to me, that was the antithesis of the movie. It's like, it's such a confusing movie that they just had people explain what was going on instead of giving us things that really like drove the fucking the story home. And to me, if it had more money behind it, maybe they could have, but maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very complex. I mean, I was getting, like I said, Inception vibes and the Departed vibes, but just not as good. Because the Departed, I had to pause that about 3-4 times to make sure I knew what the fuck was going on.
First of all, The Departed is based off a Hong Kong movie called Infernal Affairs, and
I
in
did not.
Infernal Affairs, the dude gets away with murder.
Hmm.
Like he doesn't get like you know how like in that one, you know, at the end of the movie, fucking Mark Wahlberg comes and shoots Matt Damon.
Yeah.
In Infernal Affairs, like none of that happens. He ended up just getting away with it.
Okay.
No,
Mm.
yeah.
But,
But yeah,
but as far as the movie, I'm just saying complexity. It felt like it was trying to go that route, but just not as good.
yeah, no, yeah, it's not executed as it was like a
Yeah.
TV movie version of that,
Yeah.
and that's how I felt too. So that's why I was
Mm.
like, I thought it was a good movie. I just thought it needed a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know, because like when the dude was like driving around on the like,
In the
you
golf
know,
cart.
the whole thing about the whole like the bank robbery and stuff was cool, but then like in the second half where they showed you how they did it.
Mhm.
And you just had a motherfucker in a red blazer and a fucking golf cart moving around. I'm like,
Yeah.
now this just looks fucking dumb.
Mm. Or it just shows how much mind control you can have over something.
Yeah, but it's a government agency, and these motherfuckers is doing that shit. Look like it was a fucking back alley on Sumner Ave. Like, can if you want me to believe that it's this expensive government agency thing, it
Mhm.
needs to look like that, in my
Mm.
opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Have you seen Transformers: Rise of the Beast?
No, but I want to.
Okay. Well, then I'll wait then.
Why you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because when you brought up the whole government agency thing, I was going to use a scene from that movie, but
maybe I'll watch it this weekend, and we'll cover that next.
oh, okay, we can do it.
Yeah, make that easy. Oh yeah, Transformers. Okay, yeah, final thoughts on Hypnotic, Hypnosis, whatever.
Yeah. Not a bad movie for an evening. You know what I'm saying? As we discussed, great story,
Yeah,
great concept.
yeah.
Um, just executed. Um,
I don't want to
not
say.
as
I don't
good.
even want to say poorly, because to me it wasn't executed poorly.
No,
It
it just
just it wasn't executed the right way.
mm,
What's a
but
movie that you thought was really good, other than this, that you thought was really good, but was like, yeah, but probably needed some more money behind it or some more shit.
Napoleon Dynamite. No, I'm joking.
That's exactly how it should be. That motherfucker got up and threw the steak at Napoleon when he was
Yeah,
riding
yeah.
the bike.
Look, it was low budget, had low budget cars, low budget people, but major laughter.
My dad watched that movie. He goes, "Where did they find all these ugly people?"
Oh
Oh,
man.
shit. Oh, I don't know.
Um,
I'm trying to think of another movie that like it was good, but probably needed just some more money behind it. I don't know. I don't know. So maybe some of these superhero movies, like to me, Black Adam. I like Black Adam. I think it's a good movie,
mhm.
but I don't think it was executed the right way.
No, no, especially being a DC movie. Because like I told you, some of the characters in it just didn't need to be there. It was supposed to like
You ain't
as
need
far
that fucking kid on the fucking skateboard.
him, you didn't need the rainbow girl, the giant dude, whatever he was.
I know, but that's the justice. That's the Justice Society. Like
Yeah.
I get it. You got a group, so you know you gotta use them for some shit. But yeah,
We talked about this, we covered it, but it should have been it was definitely a good movie, but it just should have been the Rock's character as being a dark version of DC. He was the only dark version of that movie. He was the only dark thing in that movie, so to speak.
but that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I get that's what it was supposed to be. But I mean, like, it was just one of those movies where it felt like it was trying to be funny, trying to be action packed, trying to be
Mm,
dark. Just let it be dark.
mm.
That's it. You don't need. You don't. I don't know why. Why do they always try to make superhero movies funny?
Cater to kids.
I get it. Yeah, yeah. You're trying to reach a wide audience,
Which,
and as long as
which
people are laughing, they're not taking it that seriously.
which is also why I think that the last Batman movie, the Batman, was so good to us
Yeah,
because
phenomenal.
it stayed true to what Batman is.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
fucking it's a motherfucker who's so fucked up that he puts on a bat costume to go
Yeah,
fight crime.
he's not in there and then flashing little jokes in there, whatever. It was
Yeah,
just like because that's not his character. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And that's why I love Captain America Winter Soldier, because it's like it's feels like a dude who's he's still adjusting to life.
Mm,
but it feels like a political thriller. It feels like this is what government agencies do to try to fucking take over some shit.
mm,
You know, I can't stand when they have superhero movies where I'm trying to believe that this motherfucker wants to take over the world, but he's cracking jokes every 2 seconds. Like,
yeah.
no, I don't believe it.
Mm.
What's a
'Cause,
what's a do you have any stories or anything that like you would want to make a movie out of as far as in the realm of taking over like a government agency?
hmm, off the top of my head,
Funny, dark, whatever.
it would definitely be dark because that's who I am,
Yeah.
inside and out.
Yeah, yeah.
um, um,
Except for that shirt. I've been
so I got
surprised you
this.
ain't spilled nothing on the shirt yet.
Look, man, I am a professional eater. Just saying.
Yes, you are.
no,
Yes, you
no,
are.
no shit get past these lips.
All types of cuisine.
Oh man, that's how you know when you go to a barbecue and you got somebody sitting in a white t-shirt that something's clean after a whole plate of fucking sauce and all kinds of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, man, you do this for a living, don't you? Like, you goddamn right. You know, you know
Uh,
what I want to see? I want to see a movie that goes back in time and explores the US's relationship with alien technology,
hmm.
right?
Okay.
Because you think about that. If you think about aliens and the technology, like I don't know, I think we talked about this the other day. Fucking in 1900s, we had a root like a random phone. Even if they did, I don't know if even they had a phone back then.
Hmm.
But now we got goddamn iPhones and all this shit. My
Hmm.
phone fucking flips in half. Like
Yeah. With
that,
the touchscreen.
yeah, that there's no way in hell. I know I look, I've been around humans, and 99.9% of them are fucking I almost use the R word, are dumb
Okay.
and just they don't know what the hell they're doing. So the fact that there's a 0.01% out there that's able to create that stuff, nah, they got a leg up from somewhere.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they talk about this all the time. From the old pyramids to different landscapes around the world and everything else. I mean, there's just some things we're never gonna know. You know what I'm saying?
I was reading this article the other day.
Hmm.
Tell me how you feel about this.
Okay.
But the person that wrote it was so pro black that they was like, that's how fucked up people are these days. That they believe that the pyramids were built by aliens. And like the aliens came down and helped us build that shit. They just don't want to believe that black people in Africa built that shit. And I'm just like, it's not to me, it's not the fact that it's whether it's black people in Africa or not. It's like today, nowadays, like we can barely build that shit with the technology we have now.
Hmm.
And we're thinking about the technology they had 5,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Hmm. No, the problem is back in the day, they knew how to use their fucking hands and feet and energy to make shit work. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm
they
saying?
couldn't even filter water back then.
I know they couldn't. Who's to say that there was a certain pile of dirt that fell into some water, or they tried to go get some water from the river, and I don't know, making up some shit. They went to go put it inside of a plant, and the shit leaked out the bottom and came out clear. And I was like, wait a minute, what is this?
Okay,
This
okay.
is
So okay, so if that was like that,
mhm,
say the technology to no, okay, so the technology to build the pyramids, it had to be around at some point because the pyramids are there.
mhm.
Okay. So how did it get lost? How come we can't do that now? Do we think we're too smart to explore the old ways?
No, I think it's just like the same thing that goes on today. When a person has power and they think it's all theirs, they want it to die with them. We don't pass this on because you're too worried about what can happen when you're not around. But who cares? You're not around.
You sound like conspiracy theorist right now, bro.
No, I sound like a person that's like, if this is if you got the best recipe for fried chicken, and I'm just use fried chicken, you know what I'm saying? But and you made God knows how much money while you were living off of this recipe,
Mhm.
but it's your recipe. You're like, no, it's gonna die with me. Well then, it doesn't live on anymore. It doesn't get passed on. So the recipe dies with you. So everybody will remember we used to eat this type of chicken, but we don't know the recipe no more. We don't know what this person did to make it because they were too greedy to share it.
See, I want to throw a wrench in your theory,
Mm-hmm.
but my mom won't teach me how to make her soup. She'll just
Okay.
give me the ingredients and say, here. And I'm like, no, I need you to teach me how to make it. She
Mm-hmm.
won't do it. So I get it. There's some people out there who just stingy as fuck. Mom won't teach some shit.
It's like it's gonna die with me, but then how does it live on? Like think about the music industry. We still listen to songs like we talked about, Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
That
you listen to Whitney Houston, Luther Van.
okay. So somewhere listen to Dong Chung Hin. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It's a Dong Chung Hin, whoever the fuck that is.
I was trying to figure out what kind of language you was speaking to say.
Who knows? Shit. But but because they gave that gift to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so even though they're dead and gone, when it comes on the radio, like, oh snap, like it's gonna play forever. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it was good music. You got those recipes that are gonna live on forever because it was good. People didn't keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
You know, Colonel Sanders, 20, what is it, 23 flavors, 11 flavors, some shit like that. 11 herbs and
Man,
spices.
first of all, that's fucked up. You don't. It's 11 herbs and spices.
I'm not a KFC fan. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking liar.
I'm not. I'll eat it, but I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying?
I'll enjoy it, but I won't
Yeah.
enjoy it.
But if he would have kept those 11 herbs and spices himself, this is his recipe, KFC wouldn't exist today.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that's what I feel about people, like all the technology that we're trying to figure out today.
Yep.
I feel like back in the day they got so greedy and became so rich off of it. This is my um not experiment, my fucking what's it called? My invention. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna stay with me. Imagine if what's his name? Created electricity. Um
Ben Franklin.
he was electricity.
Yeah, he's the one. He put the kite with the key.
Okay, so imagine if he kept electricity to himself. We wouldn't have lights because it was his invention and it's all mine. I'm gonna keep it with me. If you want somebody to sell it to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this whole thing can make the world a brighter place. But no, I don't want to give it to the world. I'm gonna keep it for me because I invented it
Okay.
versus it living forever.
All right.
He's dead and gone,
Yeah.
but we still talk about him in school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what's fucked up? This motherfucker had a hand in the Declaration of Independence. He fucking invented fucking electricity.
Mhm.
And if you talk to kids now, all they know is the $100 bill. That's it.
Damn,
That's it.
damn.
That's it. A Benjamin is $100.
Hmm.
All right. Before we go into final thoughts, I got a question for you.
Hmm.
Is there anything in modern life right now, 2023, where you look at it, you're like, God, yeah, we had to have learned that from aliens?
I gotta say it close. How to eat pussy, baby?
But but aliens don't have sex that way. Aliens have sex with their mind.
Hey, it's a mental thing.
No. And with aliens, when you get head from an alien, it's because they thinking that it ain't fucking. No, they ain't doing it like us.
Oh man,
Hard work when it comes to that.
look, before aliens came along, it was just straight fucking.
Yeah.
Foreplay wasn't the thing, you know what I'm saying?
So foreplay is.
Oh God.
I want to say. I want to say that's no, but foreplay is too good to not be from aliens.
Before it's all about reproducing. Just fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
But just think. Well, no, I don't know. So here's the thing. No. So getting okay. So I'm gonna get real graphic for a second.
Okay.
But getting head, you would think it was something that was invented by aliens, but we are also the people who drink the water from a cow's udder. So it's just another form of that. So maybe that just came from humans too.
No, milk of the cow is totally different.
Yeah, but if you're trying to go right to the source, you see that you see a big flaccid thing, you be like, oh, that udder is full.
Like, I'm thirsty.
Yeah. You know, I'm like, oh, this milk salty as fuck.
Gotta get it straight from the source. Just saying.
Why is this milk all creamy? Is it coagulated? Is it yogurt?
I was just sitting here. Was it not refrigerated?
Hey man, your milk got expiration date.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but okay. So what? Yeah, is there anything that you see in 2023 where you're like, man, we had to gotten that idea from aliens?
Um, honestly, in 2023, because so much has evolved and changed over time, I want to say flying, but at the same time, I don't know.
See, the thing is, I would love to say flying,
Mhm.
but then when you see birds fly, you're like, okay, that's a natural thing. So like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you study birds enough, you can figure it out. To me, goddamn microchip, not because of what it can do,
Hmm.
but like it's this motherfucking small.
Yeah, the whole
And it can
source
do
information.
all this shit. Like
Mhm.
you need a fucking microscope to look at it to solder the shit on.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a human, I'm not making something that small. I'm making it
Mm.
as big as possible.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, that's actually a good question because like I said, so much have changed and evolved over time. I really I don't know. Maybe shoes. You know what I'm saying? But nah, nah,
I don't know.
not
Yeah,
from
you know what?
aliens.
Shoes might, because like if you grew up in a in a species,
Hmm.
we grew up feeling like our feet were cool. That's good. Like
Oh
your
shit.
feet got tough. You ran through woods, jungles, and all that shit. Why
Yeah.
would you cover them all of a sudden?
To protect them, but who? But where
No,
the idea come from?
no. But the thing is, why would you need to protect it if you knew your feet were already good? Because like Indian tribes and all that stuff, they run around with bare feet and they don't even worry about the shit.
Yeah, true.
So why did all of a sudden we decide, hey, we should put some shit on our feet to protect it? Why would you need protection?
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some aliens is like, hey man, if you put your shoes on, your feet, your toes won't spread as much.
And they showed up, and their toes are all clean and pretty,
Mm-hmm.
and the world's toes look like mine.
I know ancient Chris Brown was like, God damn, this motherfucker got clear ass toenails.
Like, what is going on here?
I don't know.
Like, look here, take these, put these on your feet. Hold on to them. Like, what are they? You'll
My
figure it
shit
out.
look like they've been dipped in bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, final thoughts on Hypnotic.
Like I said, a decent movie for the night. Definitely not bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just thought like it was one of Ben Affleck's worst acting, but still was still a good movie. Like
Yeah.
I watched it from front to back. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I had to rate out of 10, uh, 6 or 7. I give it that.
Yeah. I think with Hypnotic, I think if it was on TV and I watched it, I wouldn't be upset.
Mhm.
But I don't think I would search it out.
Mm.
You might end up searching it out just because when you see the cast list, you might be like, oh my God, this director, this cast, it's got to be good. But I think if you catch it on TV or if it's just there streaming,
Mhm.
it's not a bad watch. But I mean, there's much better out there. Like, you know, in
Yeah.
my opinion, go watch Paycheck. Go watch,
Mm.
you know, Alita Battle Angel. Go watch all these other sci-fi centric movies.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, it's not bad, but it could use some refining.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And it's your boy P Diddy, bad boy baby.
Don't blow your shoulder out, bro.
I know, right? That's your boy Chris Brown, Red Fort Delta. Y'all be good out there. I had to do it.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right, we out.
Yeah.